Hello, well, this is your recorded lesson. So for this lesson, I'm gonna teach you how to play your piece, which is the Appasionata. For today's recorded lesson, we're only gonna study measures 51 to 60. So that's gonna be my lesson for this video. Okay, if you hear like a buzzing sound, that's the sound of the aircon, so just don't mind about it. Okay, so but before we go into the measures 51 to measure 60, we will review your right hand. Okay, so this is going to be 48 to 60. We will just review your right hand first. Okay, this is it. I'll do it in slow tempo. Okay, that's for your right hand. For your left hand, we'll start with G. Since you cannot see it on the video, this is G. Okay, so if we play it together, it would sound like this. Okay, now I need you to review that. Okay, now let's go to measure 51 to measure 60. So now for these measures, I have a tip here, so we will start with the left hand here. The tip for the left hand, so we need to understand the chord progression first. So we will start with the D minor. Okay, so what I want you to do first, you need to play the triad, because it's broken chord at first. Based on the piece, it's like that. Okay, so what I want you to do, so you play the bass note. This is D, so D, then triad. Alright, and for the next one is G minor. Familiarize it, then C, then we have F, and F, and we have E here. This one, this is a diminished chord, E minor diminished. Then we have A, the last one is D minor. Goes back to its minor. So again, we will start with D. Okay, then another D, which is the lower D. This is measure 52. We're doing the same triad. Then we have G minor. Then we have C, F. So I'm doing this because it's going down later. Then diminish, A major, D minor. So now if you play this separately, if you play this broken chord, it would sound like this. Then lower D, G minor, C, F, F, E, A, D minor. Okay, so you do that, and when you practice this left hand, you practice slow first. Okay, so now we will go to measure 51 to 60 with the right hand. So measure 51, you just play the D minor chord, Okay, and then which is 52. This is a D minor. Okay, broken chord. So then G minor, then C, then F, okay. I'll do it again in a slow tempo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and. Okay, so I stop on measure 60, measure 56, second beat. Okay, now I'll go with the continue. I will continue the next one. 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and again I'll do it last. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so you start practicing slow first. Okay, so if we play both hands, we will try in a slow tempo. It would sound like this. This is gonna be measure 51 to 60. I will play in a slow tempo. Alright, so 1 and 2 and 3 and G minor, C, okay, so that's measure 51 to 60. Now, again, my tip here, you practice slow. And be careful with your fingering, L. So, be careful on your fingering. And there is a dynamics here, which is only found in measure 52 to 53. As you can see, there's a crescendo and then loud. So it's like it starts off, yeah, like this. Then alright, so I will try again from 51. Okay, very good, L. So I want you to take time to practice this, and if you're confused on some of the parts, you can message me, or yes, you can message me and ask me that this measure you're having a hard time. Let's say, for example, you're having a hard time on measure 56. You just tell me, sir, I need help on measure 56. I don't know what's gonna be my fingering on 56. So I need your help, sir. So that's it. Okay, just message me right away. So if you have time, open this video and practice it at home. Slowly, but make sure you're playing the correct notes, the correct rhythms, which is very important. And then if you're like confident enough to play it, and that's the time you play fast. Okay, but the good thing about this piece, it says here adagio. As you can see here, it says here adagio quarter note equals to 75. So how fast is 75? So I have a metronome here, and then I'll set it in 3/4. This is a speed. Okay, so every one quarter note is 1 beat. So your 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and so this is a speed. Well, that's the ideal speed based on the piece that's written in there. So, well, since you're still practicing it, you start slower than 75, maybe 60 siguro, or 65, depends. You play on your comfortable tempo. No need to rush, no need to play fast, because if you play fast, there will be a problem. You're gonna playing it rush, and you're gonna miss some of the notes and some of the rhythms. So that's it. So if you have time, you practice this piece. I hope you practice and enjoy what you're practicing. Okay, Elle, that's it. Thank you.